your boy OLU the Wave, and this is the Afrobeats podcast with Adeshope Shopsido.
You ask me where I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshope Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new edition of Adeshope Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, right here in the Afro Media Studios in the UK. This is where we break down the hottest topics and invite special guests in the building to have one-on-one conversations with myself. As always, we appreciate the subscriptions, likes, comments, but if you have not subscribed, which the last time I checked, about 75%, close to 80% of you guys haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. The bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to promote our own people and our culture without waiting for others to do so. So we would appreciate your subscription. All you have to do is just pause for a second, click the subscribe button, share, like, comment, and the rest will do itself. So thank you very much for your support. Make sure you subscribe. This is brought to you by the Energy God. Energy drink and stay energized. Be yourself. This is for us. By us. This was made by us and for us. So go to energygod.com. Put in that order, man. We appreciate it. And as always, Anchor Car Sales. If you're in the UK and you'd like to buy yourself a brand new car, whatever type of car is it, whether it's for special occasions, going to work, going to the gym, dropping the kids at the football club, whatever it is that you want to buy, you can go to Anchor Car Sales, follow them on social media, send them a DM and tell them Shopsido sent you, and they'll give you a special advisor who would look at your budget and get you your dream car. Another thing, they'll deliver it at your doorstep anywhere in the UK for absolutely no extra cost. So hit Anchor Car Sales on social media, tell them Shopsido sent you, and you get a specific deal from them. Now, joining me in the studio for the very first time is, I would like to call him an artist. The reason why I say that, yes, he's a filmmaker, a video director. If you look at him, you can already tell this brother's an artist in himself. This is one of the guys that's really promoting our culture the specific way, presenting it through video and films to the rest of the world, working with a variety of superstar talents out of the Afrobeats culture from Lagos, Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my brother, OLU the Wave. OLU the Wave.
Thank you very much.
Anybody that looks at you would
very
instantly ask you, what song are you singing? Because the swag is different. How you doing, my brother?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing today?
Listen, man, I'm good. I think your name, OLU the Wave, stands out. So even if you've only heard it once, it sticks because it's an unusual name. Whether, it's an artistic name. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. I introduced you as a filmmaker, a video director. How would you introduce yourself? Because I think you're more than that.
Yeah, no, I think, I think you've done it as an art. I think I'm an artist. I like to, see myself as an artist because that's what I am. Maybe I don't make music, but I make art. So yeah, I like to say I'm an artist.
And where did that start from? Where did that come from?
To be honest, I feel like it has always been there. Like ever since I gained consciousness, I've just always loved art. I've always loved the idea of creating, I started as an artist. I used to make beats. I was a producer at some point. I used to dance. I did basically everything until it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I think I should shoot music videos. I like the idea of, because when I say this every time, when I listen to music, I just see images, pictures. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then it got to the point I was like, I can actualize these things. So why? Let's do all these other things. They're not good, they work anyways. Let's just shoot music videos. So yeah.
So it was not that you grew up being like a filmmaker or you went to study, as a video director, or maybe you carry camera for one of the video directors. It was just a hustler who thought this might be the next wave.
I came back from school. I was doing my ND then. I came back from school and I was like, no more school. from now on, music video, and I was just going everywhere. Me when I started, I was DMing everybody. Boss, you dey shoot, even if na photo shoot, tell me, I know want money, I just want to come help you. Make I just anything you want to do, I go come. Because for me, I just wanted to be around, I just want to be in this space, see how these things work. So I would always be on like other people's production, helping them to like, you want sweep, make I sweep I did all those things. And it just, I just started growing into, I started getting the experience. So I started growing, started meeting people on set. I'll talk to people. And me, I like to relate with people because I feel like it's just natural. I'll just come here and I'll meet people. I'll just be like, boss, my name is Olu. What's your name? How would you do? This is what I do. Before I knew it, I just started shooting my own videos. And when I look back, it's like, this person, I met him here. We just had a conversation. Now he's the one doing my sets. This guy he's the one styling my videos. How did I meet this guy? I remember it's just one guy that I met and we had a natural conversation, And all of a sudden, before I know it, I started my own company. I built a whole team and it's just full of people that I met.
You met randomly.
Yeah, growing, My producer is here. When I used to sweep on set, they used to send him on errands on set. So it got to a point they started carrying lights. I started helping them shoot behind the scenes. And today is my producer. I'm the director. Just from
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your upbringing, though. Where were you born and raised, and what was the family dynamics like? Yeah.
I grew up in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos with a family of 5. My mom, myself, and my three other siblings. My dad it wasn't really there. He's in the army, so it's always like, I really don't like to talk about him. It was abusive, so it's like my mom just.
Is he still around?
Yeah, still
What's
there.
the relationship like now?
We're still not so close. Because he's still the same person. So
an African man, they know they change.
Yeah, they know they
agree. Especially when they know say fuck up don't they.
Yeah.
What we never saw.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Yeah.
To now kind of roll back 30 years to say okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He gets the best of them.
He go grave.
I think he might have learned his lessons, but it's just this guy. I respect him though. He's just there. So I grew up with a family of 5. Myself, my mom, my siblings. My mom she's very grounded, and she's one of those people that, even though it was just my mom, she wanted us to have the best. I don't know. There's an African thing where it's like man, they can't family bye. Man, they call boo out. I don't want my.
Okay. Just to make sure that their own kids too, whenever they're presented, so other people would see that they're well taken care of.
So
African woman.
She did the most. Like I literally watched my mom's shop go from being like from a full shop to like nothing. Just like, because the 4 of us were in school at the same time, and I was just asking
fees,
everything at the same time. Even when we were in our institution, everything. It got to the point. My mom that had a full shop. She did go market, go to hawk, go to sell things. So it's like, and she sent me to a big school. She was.
Where did you go? What school did you go?
At some point, she sent me to. There was a school in Ogun State called Vineyard College. It was a school of like just like wealthy kids,
like private institution.
Yes, it was private. Yeah, wealthy kids. And I'm like, so my sister called me one day. She was like, "You have to do well in this school, because me, I have your load do for school." So she called me. She was like, "You have to do well today. You have to start doing well." See, mommy, nothing this shop again. She don't go the hawk for market too. That night I remember I cried. I was like, damn, I have to do well. So it's like she did her best to make sure, we had the best, even though there was not so much. So yeah, growing up like that, and my mom is she's a very open person. She's not the typical African mother that when she sees someone, she will just profile them. And that's why we can be like this. Growing up, I'm telling you, this is fact. My mom would go and sleep in the shop just so my brother's friends
can stay at home,
sleep in our one room. And if you see these people, they have dreads, they have tattoos. Our excuse was always that if I push them out the way every other person,
they can now go.
They will now go and be
lose your kid
and go and be doing some other things. So let them be here where I can see them. them. People think that, and because she will experience you, see that you just
These
look
are
like this. It's
not
not like
bad
you are.
kids.
Yeah. So she would always. So they used to call her Mama Boys
Mm.
growing up because she was very open. So and that too kind of played a role in my in the way I connected with people too, because my mom was always with everybody. So me too, as I dey go out, if I meet people too,
No judgment.
yeah, I just and we grew into being these people. She would see us and she would accept us. She would she doesn't
What part of Lagos is that?
Shomolu Bariga.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, thugs.
Bariga. That's like Bariga. Is that not where all them reminisce or
Olamide, yeah, UK.
the trenches?
Yeah, trenches.
So when you were growing up, were these some of the names that a young Olu would
Yeah.
probably look at in the music industry?
Definitely. Definitely nice. I remember one day, nice came to my street. I was looking at him. It was just walking on the street. Olamide, we would wake up in the morning and start talking about Olamide.
Fighting, arguing.
It was a big thing. It still is till date. Till date, yeah. Yeah. Bariga.
Now that you are who you are,
Yeah.
do you go back into those streets? Do you go back knowing the kind of inspiration in Nice just showing up on the streets, or I know Olamide coming up, what it does to the young kids there? Do you go back and show your face sometimes?
To be honest, I connect with them. Not really go back, because to be honest, most people too have left. So it's like almost everybody that we knew growing up, they've left, but we're all still connecting. It's like they want to do street carnival, they want to do this thing, like they could tell us, Alpha, we want to do carnival on our donation, we always make sure to do, all those things, even though we're not there. But yeah, we still make sure to connect.
A small advice I'll give you,
yeah,
but you're not doing anything wrong, is that, and I think it's for all of us, not just for you.
Yeah.
Show up in the streets sometimes.
Right.
Because there's a young Olu there too.
Yeah.
Who doesn't see the future. But when he sees you on that street, when I listen to some of the hip hop interviews nowadays and stuff, they're like, when Tupac pulled up in Bronx, with the, all those big rappers that we're looking at now, they talk about, when Biggie pulled up, what it does to the mind of a young Jada Kiss, who at that time was just a street kid, or you're running around, and then you see that person, even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes, you don't know who you're touching from afar.
Yeah.
Just show up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. We probably just need people to remind us this, because it's we get busy and we're just always working.
I'll tell you something personal. About a month ago, I went to Paris, and Omale invited me for dinner. So sat down with my brother, we're just chilling, and if you know Omale, if he's comfortable with you, he gets personal. And he told me, it's like, bro, I really haven't been home in 3 years. And I'm like, really? He said, brother, before you know, you've gone on tour, you're in the UK recording, they've called you that America, something is happening.
Right.
Before you know it, it's the end of the year, you just go for some shows, you don't rest. January again, they say one studio, bam!
Yeah.
3 years don't go.
Yeah.
I remember when Rema had said it in an interview where he said he hadn't seen his mom for 2 years, and people were like, hey, this boy. But now thinking about it, and when Omale was speaking to me, it's very easy.
Yeah.
12 months. We're already in April, May.
Yeah.
May don't reach.
Yes.
Half of the year is done. So whoever it is that had decided to move into Europe in January, 5 months, you don't go.
Yeah.
And from here, they're telling you that tour is starting in Australia, going to... Time flies.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why sometimes, like you said, you just need one or two people just tap you in the back, on a Saturday when you're not doing anything. Wait till they do nothing. Just get your security and bodyguards or whatever.
Yeah.
Just pull up to one of the areas, one of the spots out there, and let some people just see you.
Yeah.
That little 10, 15 minutes for a young child,
it goes a long way.
He's going to tell the story in 25 years when we see another superstar come. Just as you spoke about Nice.
Nice, yeah.
So now let's talk. That's incredible, the upbringing. I can see that. But at uni, at you know, at higher institution, what were you studying? What was it? Artistic? Was it scientist? Was it? What were you studying?
I studied mass communication.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I went to school because it was like, I say a lot, it's my mom's dream. You know, she had that dream of I want my kids to go to school
Just
just
to match.
because, yeah. So I was like, you know what, me too. I'm not going to be that picking
Yeah,
way,
we just
ruin
did
the
for
dream.
us,
Yeah. So I went to poly, did my ND, came back and I was like, yeah, I've done it though. This is for you. Are you happy now? She was like, are you not going to support? I'm like, take this one. I gotta go. So yeah, I studied mass communication. As a matter of fact, for the most part, I was into entertainment in school as well. I
performing.
was doing everything. I had a group. I had a group called TG in school with dance, music, everything. Every now and then, when you come to campus, you just see us. We dress like, say, your states, like we're in New York. Bro, it's hot.
Which poly?
Fully Ibadan.
Poly Ibadan. I grew up in Ibadan now. So,
Oh yeah.
Songo, I know Poly Ibadan. All that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So what was the first? Yeah, you said you DM'd a lot of people. You started going into sets,
Yeah.
working behind the scenes, just
Yeah.
trying to learn and stuff. But what was that first video
Yeah.
or even photo shoot
Yeah.
that made you think, you be like, say this thing,
It's
don't
gonna
they
work.
go?
I, a lot of people don't know this, but I was Olamide's videographer for like 2 years. Personal videographer. So that played a huge
in
role.
Nigeria.
Yes, in Nigeria. When people from Bado's team hit me up and I started working with Bado, I was literally a nobody in Bariga. I had not even started. I was still staying in Shomolu. I'd never started shooting anything nice. Because I'm that guy that I don't wait for opportunities to come. Me,
Create.
I have my techno phone. I go outside my house, shoot different things, edit it on the phone, post it online. That's how I was doing like everything. So I think the person that called me said they showed Badu my stuff and Badu was like, yeah, that's the guy. And when I look back at what Badu saw, I'm like, what did Badu see? I didn't do anything here. Why did Badu decide to call this kid? Because it's like, I don't even have anything. And the guy literally told me that, look at the other people that we showed. But I'm like, they started doing something nice. Me, I still they play around. I've not done anything nice. I'm telling you, somebody on Bado's level would probably not even think there's something here. Because there was literally nothing there. If I look at myself then, if I look at those
You
things,
didn't see anything.
I wouldn't see why somebody like Bado would look at me and say, this guy can be my videographer.
That's what makes Bado different.
Yes. Yes, it sees what people don't see, what nobody sees. I don't know how that works.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I was his videographer for 2 years. That played a huge role because, being around Bado is something that can change your life. It doesn't say too much. It doesn't do too much. But if you're somebody that knows how to observe, you would learn so much from him not even saying anything and just being there. It's just his energy, his aura, Bado is just that person. So being around Bado, obviously I'm going out with him, I'm shooting, I'm meeting people as well. And it was for Bado, like, as they shoot today, they're uploading videos today.
Straight.
I mean, I was ready, even though I didn't have the gears and stuff
So
then.
pace of editing
Yes.
and every speed.
The shows are usually at night, though. That video is going up that night. So
Bam.
my own, I'm coming with my everything. As soon as they called me, I've already found way. Borrow money, buy this one, buy that one. But,
So you even arranged your own equipment before you got to him. Once you knew that
I was renting camera every single day.
Jesus.
But I didn't tell them because I don't want them
You don't want to lose that job.
They don't call me like this. I don't find my laptop, carry on, go there. As we finish shooting, on my way back to the house in the Uber, I'm editing.
In the Uber?
Yeah, in the Uber, I'm editing the video of the show. So before I get home, I don't send them the video. They've posted the video. So me, I was very active as well. Because that opportunity.
Speed. I say it all the time.
I know.
Speed beats talent every day when it comes to picture and video.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about how cool everything is. People want to see what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And that was something you taught yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
For 2 years, I was doing that, and my first official, like, breakout video that made people look back and say, who is that? Go back to that director. Who is that guy again? It was a video I shot for Vector. No peace. Then, I was just doing,
I remember that was like
20,
that was like
2019,
that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Almost like a black and white video, was
yeah,
it?
it was there. It was very dark, like
Dark
that.
video.
Yeah.
Kane sent it to me.
Yeah, Kane, yeah.
Bloody hell. No
Yeah.
way. That was the first one.
That was the first one. Because then I was doing videography, right? And I wasn't posting the videos I was doing for Bado as well, because
Yeah.
I didn't know if they would like.
If you didn't want to upset,
Mm-mm.
so you don't want to use Bado to collect shine.
No.
Where people go talk, say this guy in a hype, they look for chase
Yes.
down.
So I don't have any picture with Bado till today.
Say it again.
I don't have one picture with Bado till this.
But you worked with him for how long?
For 2 years.
Which was almost every day?
Yeah, because I'm not going to disturb Bado. Say, when Bado is busy, I'll go and say, Bado, let me take a picture with
you. Want
I don't want
hype.
to.
You wait on day room. You want con go shine.
Somebody that's giving me an opportunity to be around him. I want to come and disturb him with pictures. The smallest. No. I know to come and do what they told me to come and do here.
I'm here already.
Yes.
With Bado in the flesh.
In the part beside Bado. You don't see Bado. You can't be eating like this. Bado will come like this. If you use your spoon, take food chop. Like Bado will make you feel like Bado will not make you feel like you are less of a human being. See, growing in the industry, meeting other people.
That's when you understand that Bado yato.
I was like, okay. Then I did value him. But now meeting other people, seeing the way they treat people that are beneath them. Bado is a god, oh. Bado a god. I feel point person who could talk something that
because you know what you saw.
And it's not just me. It's everybody. That's how Bado treats treats everybody. Like, and you can tell that this person is just living his life. He's not even, Bado is not trying to impress you. Why does he have to impress you? Who are you? He's just living his life. But while he's living his life, you that you build another person and you see the way they will treat you, and today you're around Bado and you see the way Bado treats you. I remember my friend, Spaceboy Mercury, is a producer. When Fireboy was recording his first album, I went to meet Bado. I was like, Bado,
get producer.
Again, one of my friends, we live for house together, young boys, saying, I don't know if if I can. And Bado was like, tell him to pull up. He came back, he said, Bado told me something. Bado said he has known you for almost 2 years, but I've never asked for anything before.
Guy.
So as soon as you told him that you wanted me to come, he smiled and told me to come because this boy don't deal with me since
2 years, but he never asked for one thing.
And for me too, it was like, I never even thought that.
You never even...
I don't, like I said, I don't want to upset him. I don't want to, even though I know he's a nice person, somebody that if you ask
you don't want to take the piss.
Do it for me. But I still, and that's how that person got the opportunity to, at the end of the day, he didn't even end up working with Fireboy, he ended up working with Bado. He made 4 songs on that Adidamola album. They didn't make it to the album.
Yeah.
Then one day Bado just called me. Bado was like, that your friend, Spaceboy, tell him to come to my house. Can you believe this boy that Bado doesn't know from anywhere? We were like maybe 19, 20 years old then. Bado didn't know him from anywhere. He came and was with Bado for like 3-4 days straight in the house. The day he came, he made a song with Bado, Choco Mille. They dropped it that day. He called me and was like, which kind of person be this one? Which kind of person be this? We don't make something today, Bado say we go drop out tomorrow. Say, the next day he called me and was like, Olu, we'll go chop from one place. Bado say make I order one catfish. I chop the catfish. As I chop the catfish, I don't even chop the thing. I look say, I'm gonna share, I chop this thing. Say, I know don't make this thing. Say, Bado come, Bado say, should I care? Bado carry my spoon. Use and carry the fish, chop am. Say, which kind of person be this? Every single day, he has something to call me about to say, which kind of person be this? Bado, me, I'm there, I'm laughing, I'm like,
because you've seen.
You don't know, like, that person where you see. Maybe you're not, just behave yourself. Please behave yourself, because people like Bado, they watch you, so just behave yourself. Don't
overstep.
Yeah, and one thing about me is the people most people around me are grounded people too, So if my if my friend is with Bado, I'm very sure that he will not misbehave. That's why I can allow him go there because it's a reflection of who I am as well. If he mess up, but like before they even remember his
Yeah,
name,
there you
because
go.
that
Talk to
will
that guy. We bring him.
yeah. So every day that boy was something coming out here, something about Bado say. So me too, even just being around him, there was like so much. And like I said, I hadn't done so much when Vector called me for no piece. I think he paid me like $1 million or something, or even more.
Wow.
And I was like, hey me, hey me. Tí mo ṣe ṣe video, I go kill myself for this video. I called my friends. I was like, see, one video they come, we go die for that video. We gotta make sure say this one, because that's me. Me, I see everything as an opportunity. As I am like this now, even as I'm close to like some bigger artists, every time I'm around them, I think it's an opportunity to be around them.
Facts.
Right now I'm with you. It's an opportunity to be with you. Big bro, if you call me to come here 50 times, I would still see it as an opportunity that every single time I come here, because it is an opportunity. The moment you don't have it anymore, that's when you know that opportunity. So don't wait till you don't have it anymore before you know that's an opportunity. Yeah, don't wait.
Facts.
So I knew it's an opportunity. So then I knew it was an opportunity. So that video, I didn't make a dime. I said, as they sent me the money, I sent everything to my producer. I said, take. And everything.
Sort everything out.
Please, let's make sure we kill this video. The video came out. I remember Faust called me. Faust texted me. Faust was like, yo. Because then I was around Faust as well. I was doing videography for him as well. Faust is a very amazing person as well. Very, very amazing. Texted me, was like, yo, sent me a screenshot of my name tag at the end. Was like,
now you
this
is
is you. Wow. I texted Victor, I was like, big bro, thank you for the opportunity, because if you didn't believe in me, I mean, I know you paid me for the job. I delivered the job, but you could have paid anybody else.
1000%. 1000%. I think recently one of the videos, maybe the one that your team saw, was me discussing what you had posted on social media, because I found out to be one of the most profound messages in our mental industry in recent times. It touched all corners of my soul as a human being, and obviously a lot of people as well, where you had said that what video directors are charging up and coming artists we never chop is unbelievable. And you mentioned your first video for Fireboy and Oxlade that you shot at how much?
It was about 20K, less than 20K from my pocket. I didn't even, because for me, I was talking to Oxlade. I was like, how far?
20,000 naira.
Yeah, make we shoot something. Oxlade was like, how you go be? I said, don't worry about money. Make we, because then he had that, like he had some songs. I was like, this person is very good. Let's shoot something. Because me, even to that, I'm always about that energy. Say, this thing is good. Let's do something. And I was like, let's do it. And he sent me the song Questionnaire. I shot 2 videos that day. Sent me the song Questionnaire. I was like, it's going on. Let's shoot it. See how fast. You don't worry. You just come. So I was like, pull. And then a night before, he sent me another song that was Sing. It was like, it was actually that introduced me to Fireboy. It was like, this guy is my friend. Listen to this song. What do you think? I was like, you and your friend are crazy. Let's shoot this the same day. He was like, are you sure? I said, yes, now go do it. Camera. I don't run this camera. I'll go run now. So he came, we shot Sing, we waited, Fireboy arrived. Then we shot a Questionnaire. Fireboy arrived. We went on to shoot that one too. As a matter of fact, even all the 20K that I said we spent, the money that we just given to Street Boys just come.
Just to cool you down.
About the 2K, about the 3, all this 3K, all this 2K. That's how we spent. Like, that's all, aside from the money that that I used to rent camera, like maybe 10K. And then the other 10K, The other 2K, 3K, gave it to boys. We shot that. And fast forward to now, it's just like, my niggas, bro, I'm looking at my niggas shut down. I'm like,
and they are singing that same song.
Yeah.
That same song is part of their playlist right now as superstars in the world. What made you talk about that? What did you see? Did young artists come to you and say, oh boy, what do people they charge? They crazy.
Yeah, so it was an artist reached out to me. And it was like, I want to shoot my video. So. And then he told me his budget, and I was like, my bro, why not work with like people that are, younger directors too that are close to you? So I went to his page. I saw that he had a videographer that was shooting him. And I was like, why you won't give me
that money?
like,
Why you not invest them in your
because
guy?
it wasn't even going to be enough because me now, I've had my years of shooting videos for 10K, 20K, 30K. I've grown into the point where now I want to
Anything
start
your
setting
name is
standards.
attached to.
Yeah. So, in as much as I might like to help you, make I no need to bring it down. There are people that you can
That
work with,
money will
you
still.
know. And because that conversation too, it was just like, he was telling me, he was like, I really want to promote this music thing. I'm tired, I'm stressed. And I'm like, bro. So and I was like, this money we won't give me. This money, I go shoot this video for you finish. You don't dey talk say this thing is stressful. How much do you have
want
to
to
promote? And then it was like, Baba, your name on top this thing alone na promotion. Like, no.
Baba, depression ló fi ń ṣeré yìí.
I was like, no. So I kind of broke it down to him. I was like, see,
That's amazing.
inside this your 40 million, so what you go do? What if this your guy? So I sent him a video that the guy had shot for him.
Yeah.
I was like, what if this your guy? What if you give him some money? Because you said the guy now all those small content. I was like, how much will they pay him for this small content? He said, maybe some of them are like 100K. I was like, now why now? Imagine saying
Give him 5 million.
Say if you exactly, I was like, if you give him like, what do you think he
get
would do
10
with this?
million to promote?
What do you think we'll do with this? And I was like, the remaining 30 million, imagine say you can pay TikTokers, you pay this one, you spread them like that. So when I sold it to him like that, it was like, this thing we talk about, I appreciate that, so thing. So while I was talking to him as well, another director now hit me up, a younger director, and he was like, Baba, say, how did you start this thing? How did you do this? Because right now, somebody wants to shoot a video, and me, I want to shoot standard videos. I told him to bring 20 million. Something. I'm like, you just started.
Powerful boy.
Dear. you will grow into this thing. So all those things that were happening at that time
just made you.
I was like,
everybody relax.
Charge artists like this. You artists too. And then I just remembered like how me I started. I was like, when me I start, I was shooting free videos. I wasn't even trying to, I was eating up everybody, black bones, everybody. I was eating up everybody. So I make a shoot video for you. My bro, no worry about money.
Show up.
And because they were starting up too.
So they needed somebody.
Yeah, so I was looking for those people. I wasn't even looking for bigger artists. I didn't DM any big artists to shoot for them. Because I feel like I just pay my dues before, I've always had that orientation. So that made me tweet that. And I just saw that like people, it resonated with people.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, this is right. This is something we're facing, Like,
It's gone crazy. Because I always tell people, if you're going to shoot a music video for $5,000, make sure you tell me you've got $20,000 to market.
Yeah.
If you don't have ×3 or ×4, forget it.
Yeah.
The video, now people are saying music video safe. The era is gone. What do you think about that conversation where people are saying music videos really don't, it's almost like it's gone now. The shorter form content are more powerful.
Yeah, I think it's fact, but it's really not fact to an extent, because it's like, if you're not a big artist, I don't think you should be investing so much money in music videos. Because it's like, it's an investment. Why are you spending all this money that you can use to do other things and you would get a better result? But it's like, I also realized that younger artists that are just starting up, newer artists, so to say, not younger, newer artists, some people don't want to crawl before they walk, before they fly. So it's like, they just start and they want to work with the TG, they want to work with us, I'm like, bro, this Fireboy where you see, say me, I they shoot. One show, if you know how much in the chat, that money where you give me for music video, you probably just come on small things and show money, say, look, Bakafiche video is like, it's not going to hurt his pocket. He's not using
everything that he's earning.
It's not going to hurt his pocket.
Yeah.
So like, you making the same decision that he is making when it's like it's nothing to him, and you are, because you want people to think that this guy shit. So it's like, for people like, for the bigger artists, they are a brand. They're not just an artist. So they still
commercial.
They will always need, exactly. Music videos are like, they will always, they'll always need it. It will always be there. But for younger artists, I think, music video, they don't like, I feel like They don't need music videos for nothing.
Content to first of all
Just
introduce
they
you.
do content because, to be honest, the emerging artists now in Nigeria, if I mention like top 5, they don't have the craziest music videos.
Who will be your top 5 emerging artists?
Emerging artists, people like Ayoma, Fola, Shode, you know, and the likes. Fido has number 1, 2 songs. He doesn't have one music video to date. He has 2 number 1 songs. Doesn't have a music video to date. And there are younger artists that are using their label is spending almost all their money to shoot music videos for them. Nothing.
It's not going
It's not,
nowhere.
you know, it's like these people have a strong team that are trying to reach the audience directly. Say, come, audience, this is artist, this is audience.
Short form content,
Connect,
TikTok,
yeah.
Instagram. When you mentioned Shode now,
Yeah.
there are 3 videos that stand up in my mind, and all of them are on Instagram.
Yeah. You know, so
all 3 videos. Once
Yeah.
you talked about his name,
yeah,
Fola,
yeah.
all the things I know about Fola is on Instagram.
The last music video I shot, for Ayoma, they were like, yo, we're shooting a music video, but every scene we're going to make into a short form content. So even before the music video dropped, they didn't even use the camera. They were like, just give us the set. They'll pull up the camera, their phone, use the set, film him doing something, put it up. So even before the video dropped, almost all the scenes, they've used them to shoot some content. They're already going.
That was already going on TikTok and
Before
Instagram.
the video dropped. You know, and before he had that big song with Fireboy Dilla, he didn't have a music video. His Jama Jama 7 days. They were just short form content. He's my guy. He's close to me. We're close. I'm a music video director. We never shot a video. It was just, you know.
He said, no, even bring them to the table.
His own was just connected. And like I said, people like Fola, people like Shode, they are not really big on music videos. But now, because now they're getting
their labels,
they're there.
they're more structure, so
now,
they want to market them to the next level.
Yes.
But what really got them into our hearts was the first video I saw of Fola on Instagram. Was the first video I saw of Shode on Instagram. It wasn't any major video.
Yeah. So now it got to a point where now I'm sure they've started making money.
Of course.
So now it makes sense to invest that amount of money back into like some. Yeah, exactly.
Who are some of the names, some of the big names that you've worked with, that you shot videos for? You mentioned Vector, you mentioned, you know.
Yeah. Basically almost everybody. You know, some people not like direct and a feature or something, but like from like Keys, Bades, you know, Olamide, Fireboy, Oxlade, MI, Vector, Adekunle Gold.
Crazy.
You know, like I could just
keep
going on and on. Yeah,
list is crazy. That's why your teeth green right now. You know what I mean? The dollar sign. Like, you didn't keep the dollars in the pocket. You're like, you know what? We're putting the green on the teeth. So what's for a video director now? What if I asked you a question like, what's next?
Yeah.
What would be your answer to that?
For me, the end goal, right? The end goal is to like go into like shooting like feature films, you know, and you know. But for now, because of the love I have for music as well, it's like even if I say I want to take a break, I don't want to shoot. If I want some girls this sweet, I have ideas. I'm always, because for me it's the passion. The first thing that drove me into shooting videos was not because of the money. As a matter of fact, when I started shooting videos, I didn't know people were making money from music videos. And when I think about it, I'm like, I was a fool. I leave school, say I want to go do something.
Where I don't go make money.
I didn't think they made money off this thing. Yeah. But for me, it was just like, the next thing I want to start doing shooting music videos. So till date, because it was a passion that brought me into like the game, that's what has kept me there. So it's just every now and then I still want to shoot music videos. Even when I start shooting films, I'll still be shooting music videos because I can't help it. I just love it. Yeah.
And with this, your style and swag, is fashion something that's high on the list as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. As a matter of fact, I've started doing some things on the side that I also want to, you know, in the fashion world.
In the fashion world.
Yeah, because I just want to. I'm an artist, so I wake up in the morning. I just want to. I see these shirts, I see this pants. I want to put them together and, you know, do something with it and be swaggy. So it's just what I like to do.
And what's the family saying now? Now that, you know, your mom being liberal and understanding and accommodating.
Yeah.
what is everybody now saying that it's basically become this fruitful young man that's got his head screwed on well and is making money and an impact in the artistic world. What is their thoughts?
Yeah, I remember growing up as well, you know, I used to like barb like different hairstyles. My mom would be like, if your papa family see this thing, if the family see this thing. So it's like growing up, they already kind of labeled me. Like because people didn't really experience me, they just saw me. So to them, a lot of people that looks like me are going astray. So it's like this one is going astray.
You don't finish.
So now I think my mom is more. I think she's happy now. It's like thank God that at the end of the day, after allowing you to do all these things, you didn't bring shame to me. It's like I allowed you to do all these things, and you proved yourself to not be what people thought
you were going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So she's excited for me.
That's amazing.
She's always happy. She calls me OLU the Wave. She calls me the Wave. If I call her right now, she'll say the Wave. That's what she said. I swear.
Oh, that's incredible,
Wave, yeah.
man. And I think the whole world, hearing about your mom would not only be proud of her decisions, proud of you, but also learn from her decisions.
I posted a video on TikTok of myself and my mom, and I saw a few people saying, this woman back in Balogun, she used to feed us, she used to do this, this woman back in. It melts my heart. I was like,
and you didn't even know at that time?
I just posted a video of just myself and my mom on TikTok, and I saw people, and then I'll go and check their page. I'll be like, oh, I remember this guy from back in the days. So people saw her, and they were, and I remember telling somebody about her, and I was like, come and see. Should I tell you that my mom was this kind of person? See, this video where I post, see people talk about my mama. People that have experienced that. She's just that person. So yeah, I'm also happy to share the story. Me, I'm always happy to share positive stories because I feel like every now and then, even when you open social media, I scroll negative. So I'm like, she's only negative go day. So me, I always, even on my social media platforms, you barely see like negative things. I just want to come say the positive things. Even when I experience people, I feel like people come, and that's why I like to give people credit a lot. Because I feel like when you're around people, when they experience you, they're not saying anything. When something goes south, something don't happen now, you don't go their way again. That's when they think to bring it to the world that this person is this person. But like all the time when you were with him,
when it was good,
you never even came to say things about the world.
Facts.
People like Bado, Fireboy, all these people, I talk about them sometimes people say you're dick riding, you're this. I'm like,
but they don't.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. But they impacted my life.
Yeah,
not yours.
Yes, call it dick riding.
Now me know
this
waiting.
Yes, what did they do for my life?
Yeah.
So I would always come to talk about like the good things that they've done for me. And when they do something wrong, when they do something that I feel like they be human being, it's supposed to be
grace.
like that. Yeah.
Grace. You go give them grace.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You need that one time.
Yeah. Because they've done all the good things. So that one bad thing supposed to come spoil all the good ones. It's just one bad one. They're not bad people. It's a good person that did something wrong. It's going to do more good than
grace. The same grace that you want people to afford you. Make sure you afford other people at certain times.
Yes.
Because your time they come. When people go point to you.
Yes.
Last question before you go. As a video director, some of the people are looking at you right now. What would be some specific elements that you would advise other video directors or artists to always ensure to incorporate in their music videos that work? Elements. Maybe it's the scene, maybe it's the color grading, something that's really that you just know should be basic and would help to elevate your video to the next level.
Yeah, I think, storytelling, like regardless of like even the color, it could be black and white.
We don't lose that art in our culture. That's
storytelling. I feel like most of these artists, maybe because I'm around artists a lot, so I've experienced them. Sometimes maybe even we ruin their experience with the song because it's like they probably create some songs from like, it's like
story.
Something, so something a person experience where, and as a matter of fact, you don't have to do mama and papa, say they come from the village. It could just be like a little element, just like always find a way to like tie the song to the video, even if it's just like with the smallest, it could be one scene, one shot, just always find a way to like tie the story to the song. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Listen, I've experienced you now. I think you're one person that should continue speaking your mind. I think you have incredible experience, knowledge. You have an infectious personality,
Thank you.
an insight that a lot of people would never expect someone like you to have.
Yeah.
And that insight and knowledge would only benefit the world when you share it. So podcasts,
Yeah.
interviews, whenever you have the time and people give you a call, please take your time, because
you very
people will go back to these things
Right.
and pick from it. The interviews that we did with them, David Doe and Burna Boy, 12, 13, Olamide 14 years ago,
Yeah.
people go back and take 1 minute
And then-
and it makes sense in 2025.
Yeah.
I feel that
Yeah,
in
thank
just
you.
this basic conversation with yourself.
Thank
So
you very
please
much.
don't hold back.
you
Brothers in the
very
room, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my brother.
Thank you very
OLU
much.
the
Thank you.
Wave!
Thank you very much. I really
appreciate
appreciate
it, man.
I appreciate the
Thanks for
time.
coming.
The